What's going on, y'all? I'm here with my man's forever, and we just got a little discussion that I wanted to go over as far as like why people don't necessarily take their health as important as they should. You get me? Because it can definitely take you a long ways, and it can definitely stop you short as well. So, in this discussion today, it's just something that's been like heavy on my mind today, as in like why do you feel like people just don't take health as serious? I feel like they don't do it simply because one, it's not really taught in schools like that much. So it's like when you are coming up, you're not really learning it. Some like gym classes and teachers, they not really giving you the insight as to why you're doing the things that you're doing, or just giving you the importance of it and reinforcing the fact that this is something that we all need. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, why do you feel like people don't take it seriously? Or do you feel like people?
I feel like it's not even that people don't take it serious. It's that, like, when you grow up, it's not enforced. So when you try to own that part of your life, when you try to focus on it, it becomes hard. And I think that it being hard mentally takes people out of it.
So, I mean, that's where it comes back to the whole fitness aspect of it. When you challenge yourself to do things, you shouldn't necessarily be discouraged, like, oh, well, fuck that, I'm not going to do it. Or people even be like, oh, well, that's too hard, I can't do that. Or they don't even like to go through the progression to help them get to that point. And it's just like, even when I approach them, like, hey, well, I got something you could try, they be like, oh, no, I don't want to. Because they look at me and think that I'm going to just jump them straight to the deep end, and and then they just feel like tomorrow or next week they're gonna be, oh shit, look at me, and
right?
It's like,
that's a process.
It don't come overnight. You feel me? Like, just like anything else, it's all a process. Just like buying that car that you want or buying that house you want, all this shit is a process. It's not just gonna come like that. You know what I mean? So it's,
and I think to society too. Like society, people are followers, so they see Burger King, they see all these people at these restaurants or whatever, and they feel like they have to go there or they have to do it, when it's like, nah, like, be your own person, you know what I'm saying? Move your own way and take your health serious. Like you said, I don't know, they just don't take it serious. And I don't know. That is a good question.
It's almost like people take it seriously when shit get real.
Yeah, like, it's too late now. Like, you're already, like, the doctor say you about to die or something. Then they be, oh, I need to get healthy. Nah, you should have been on that.
Right, or you about to get your foot cut off. Now you want to start eating broccoli and shit. Like, nah, this ain't that. You should have been doing that a lot sooner, you feel me?
No, thanks.
And it's not even like I'm just like trying to preach to anybody. It's just like, why don't people do their research? Like, I get it. I went to school for it, even though that honestly wasn't what I initially went to school for. You feel me? I went to play baseball, to keep 100 with you, but it just turned out like once I got done with baseball, I was just like, I'm not finna just be a follower and start doing what everybody else do and get that desk belly and shit where you sitting down and next thing you know, you like, where this come from? Like, it didn't just pop up at your doorstep like, hey, here I am. Like, right. Nah.
But I feel like, and that's why I feel like people should understand why Train Like Cain is so important. Because, like, before I started Train Like Cain, like I tell you, my workouts used to be 2 hours. It's like, nah, you don't have to be in the gym for that long. You can 30-minute workout, you in and out, you know? And people make that excuse, well, I don't have time to do this. No, you're just not making time for it. So it's like, make time for that. Make time to go cook and eat healthy. You know, like, people just don't want to make time for it, but they'll make time to sit on the couch and watch TV and eat all these bad things. It's like, nah, right. Make time for what you want to make time for.
Sit through a whole series of a show and eat hella chips and ice cream and shit like that. It's just like, I'm not saying you can't do that. Should I do it?
Right.
Not like overindulging, but like every once in a while, shit, I get that sweet tooth.
Right. And people, and the whole diet thing, you know, like people think you gotta go on a diet. It's like, nah, it's not. You just gotta watch the things you eat and like your portions.
It's all a process.
You know?
the first word in diet is die. You feel me? So if you just want to be on a diet for a week, then you go right back to them same habits. Then it's like, what was it all for? You feel me?
Yeah, because I still eat cookies. I still eat all that. But I don't eat it. I don't overconsume, or I wouldn't say I don't overconsume, because sometimes I'll sit and eat them whole box of cookies or something like that. But that'll be it, to be honest. There ain't nothing after that. Once you do that, there ain't nothing after that. But you have to watch what you eat. I mean, I'm just skinny, so, you know.
Type shit. What's crazy is I was never skinny as a kid. Like, I was a chunky kid, bro. Like, I used to wear husky pants and shit.
For real?
Yes, bro. It was just like, once I got into sports, I was just like, I'm in this.
Okay.
Like, I didn't pay attention to it. Like, oh, my waist is getting slimmer. Like, that's just what it was. You feel me? So I just feel like if you immerse yourself into it in a way that you like, it's several options out here. You feel me? You just gotta explore your options. That's where doing your research comes into play.
I was skinny. I was a skinny kid, so I felt like mother used to make fun of me, like, oh, you can't put this up. That's why I started weightlifting, like super heavy, because I was always skinny, so I always wanted to be big. But then I was like, once I got to a point where I didn't care about being big, and I just wanted to be fit and healthy. Then my whole like perception on health changed. So I started eating better. I started working out. I started running more. I started working on cardio. You know what I'm saying? And working on all these different aspects that I didn't realize until I started training like Cain.
Right. So you said Train Like Cain is important. So how is Train Like Cain important to you?
Because it focuses on things that you don't focus on. Like, everybody want that. All the women want the nice booty and they want the nice abs, but they don't worry. You know what I'm saying? They don't think about their arms. They don't think about their shoulders, like how that also affects how they look. Right. You know, they just work on their butt and they just try to work on their stomach, quote unquote. It's like, nah, you got to work on everything else for that to even come about, you know, and watch what you eat. Same with men. Like, men just want to be big and bulky and muscular. It's like, nah, you don't have to do all that. You can still be strong. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be big to be strong. I'm about as strong as I was right now, like when I was big. But it's just like, I don't need to be big to be strong. Nah, it's my strength, my core strength. You know what I'm saying? True. Even working, like I said, working on different things helps you in other aspects.
And I feel like, in a way, I feel like working out is an art form simply because you can't necessarily just chip away at certain stuff. Especially when you're like overweight or nothing like that. You're not just chipping away at certain stuff. You gotta get that body fat percentage down, then you can start focusing on other things. And that's what Train Like Cain focuses on. I focus on the cardio aspect of it, getting that endurance up, so that way you can actually move your body. You feel me? I focus on mobility.
That's one thing I used to avoid too, working out. Like my ability to not be tired while doing stuff. So like you say, that cardio, and not just running. You know, it's more than just running. Like, that's what people don't understand. When they hear the word cardio, they be like, oh, we about to run. Like, nah, it's more than that. Like, it's more than that. And doing just exercises that really help you in just, like you say, your mobility. Because people don't realize, like, when you start working out and getting big or whatever, like, some people stiffen up and can't move the same or can't do certain stuff. And it's like, yeah, because you focused on this aspect, but you forgot about this. And it's like, no, you need a complete body workout. That's how you're going to get to where you want to be.
Right. And that just goes back to that trying to chip away at certain shit. Like, you're not an artist with a chisel. Like, come on now. Thanks. You got to focus on it all. Thanks. You feel me? Not saying that you got to do a full body routine every day, but have a rotation of workouts. That's how I do. You feel me? Upper body one day, lower body the next day, stretch and cardio the next. That's just 3 days a week right there. Right. You feel me?
It's all about how you see it.
It's all about how you see it. So when it comes to eating, like, how have your eating habits changed?
Well, I would say being around you got to eat right. Because if you don't, I don't know, you just feel some type of way. You'll be like, man, he ain't here eating, like, not correct, but just eating healthier and trying to help himself to live. And then if you want to bring in some fast food or something, it's just like, I know this ain't no good for me, but I'm going to eat it anyway. It's like, nah, like, really fix your own meals and taking time out to cook and taking time out to learn about the things that you're eating, because some things that you think are healthy aren't even real. Like, you'll be surprised, like, all the things that you really think are healthy are man-made, and you'll be like, oh my goodness, like, I didn't know. So even just learning about food, I think that's one thing I learned about. I'm serious, because I don't eat certain stuff. Like, I cut certain stuff off. Like, I used to love cheese. I used to love certain things. And it's like, now I eat them, but it's like, it's got to be like on a certain occasion. I'm not just out here eating. I don't even eat rice for. I mean, I will, but it's like the quinoa, like knowing what quinoa is and knowing all that stuff. Like, once you learn about it, you be like, oh, this makes sense. Because as I started eating better, I started feeling better. It was more than just looking good. I felt good. I was able to do more stuff. I had more energy, you know? So that played a whole part in me wanting to eat better too. I just felt good. It was more than just looking good.
And your heart was hurt when you found out about them Chips Ahoy joints.
Bro, I can't even eat Chips Ahoy Chewies no more, man. They hurt my heart. But that goes to show you, like, exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you gotta watch what you eat, and that's like me not doing the research on those, just liking them because they soft. But it's like, why they soft like that? You know what I'm saying? I never thought about that, but it's like, I just like them being soft. So stuff like that, not knowing what you eat, because I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff is man-made, like in a lab, doesn't exist. Like, if you ever notice, like, people don't even notice this, like corn is not digestible by the body.
Right, when you eat corn, you don't even really chew it. It just goes straight down.
But it's not even, your body can't process corn though. And I learned that from this one girl who was telling me about it. Cause like, I'm like, you know what, you are right. When I have my bowel movements, the corn never really seemed to get digested. It just come out as whole corn. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying?
Just like a filler.
But it's man-made though. So that's just one of those things.
I don't know. I mean, it just amazes me how people just follow what they see, like, and it ain't even with like the food. That's with like working out. Like, when I be at the gym, I can't tell you how many people I see just holding on to the treadmill, walking. Their lower body's moving, but their upper body still as fuck, bro. Then they be wondering why they got skinny legs and shit, like they the opposite of Squidward and shit. You know,
I call it the ice cream cone effect.
When he ate all them burgers and went straight to the thighs and shit, people be the exact opposite, wondering why, bro.
The ice cream effect. That's what I call it.
Like,
where you just big up top and skinny down low, is because you not focused. Like I said, and that comes from like I said, focusing on that particular part of your body. Like how dudes be focusing on their upper body and then legs be little.
Bro, that's not just, and it's not just women, bro. Like,
it's not.
I even run into some people who, like, and I can tell by like the way somebody looks, like what type of job they got. Like, if somebody is on their feet all day, they'll have skinny legs and a big upper body. Or if somebody sit at a desk all day, they'll have big legs and a small upper body. Like, I can really tell that just from looking at people.
Dang, that's some trainer stuff. Because I feel like I don't even pay attention to stuff like that. Like, I never noticed that.
Bro, like,
I'm going to start looking at that now.
Bro, like, when I look at people, I just study the body. Study how it moves. Study what it looks like. And I just really just look at people and just be like, I already know what you do. Like, I ain't even got to ask you.
True.
Mm-hmm. So, with Train Like Cain, like, how has it changed you mentally? Because the physical and the mental, they definitely both go hand in hand. So, do you feel like there's been any changes, like, within your mental?
Yeah, because it's like when you don't feel like you can do something, and then you make us do it. So it's like things that I wouldn't have done working out before, I have to do now, and that changes my mentality on how I do stuff just in regular life. Because I might be like, all right, I don't feel like doing it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Right. You know, because you have to do it. If you don't do it, it's gonna show. You know, so I feel like that's definitely changed, like, me on a mental aspect of just doing it. Like, don't put it aside. Don't do none of that. Just go ahead and do it now and get it out the way. Right. Like, that's I feel like that's the mentality that you gotta have. Like, just get it out the way. Just do it. Like, don't wait till later. Just do it. And I feel like that's what I get when I'm training like Cain.
And that's definitely like a confidence booster when you in your head like, oh shit, I can't do this, and then you got somebody motivating you, telling you that you can, and then before you know it, you're done. You're like, oh shit, it's over. Right.
And then it sets you up for the next time because it's like you already did it once. So don't tell me you can't do it if you already did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have, it's no excuses, basically.
That's what I be telling people. Like, I can't do this. I'm like, you already doing it. Like, just keep going. That's all it is.
And like you say, most of it is mental. You telling yourself you can't, well, that's why you can't do it.
If you right, you right. If you feel like you're wrong, you still right. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing. That's one of the things that really stuck with me. Like from
Coach.
Yeah.
He don't get no plug over here. Your name Coach, cause you ain't even coach. You just him.
Yeah.
Time out.
Him down. Stay.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
And it's just with like, even with like drinking water, people say it's hard to drink water.
Listen.
Or they don't like the taste of water. Like, water don't even taste like nothing.
I'm just gonna say this. People wonder why, because we talked about this before, where bad skin comes from and stuff like that. It's because you're not drinking water and you're not eating right. True. Your body's gonna tell you what you're not doing. It's on you to listen. That goes back to looking yourself in the mirror. That goes back to all that. You have to listen to your body and listen to what your body is saying. And doing your research. Facts. If you just, don't even get me wrong. I done looked up some shit on the computer and that shit tell you there's something favorite. You like, shit, I'm about to die. but then when you like actually keep looking further into it and just keep doing some research and you find symptoms and you just be like, okay, let me try this. Right. You feel me? So like working out and eating, they both go hand in hand. When you try different things, that's like trial and error. You see what works. Right, because you're not gonna like everything. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're not. It's just people are different. You're not gonna eat the same thing as us, or I'm not gonna eat the same things as you. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna eat what my body reacts to. You know, I'm like, okay, my body likes this. My body don't like this. You know, it's just all about what you like. Trial and error, like you said. And then some of us need certain things more than others because, like he said, we all eat different. Even though we should probably all be eating the same in a sense. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. It goes back to that whole like people wanting like be different and stuff. I feel like people give themselves excuses. Right. Or people just, I don't want to eat the same thing every day. Like you don't have to. Right. Just because you're eating healthy don't mean it's nasty or like nah. And like I said, you don't even have to eat healthy all the time. It's not like you gotta change your diet to where it's salads and all this healthy stuff. Like nah. But watch what you eat for sure, and watch how much of it you eat. That's the number one game. Like that's the number one thing in the game. Portions is everything. So it's just like how scheduling your workouts and making sure you got a plan together. That's the same with your food. You gotta map it out and see what all you need. You dig what I'm saying? And just see what works for you. Everything is trial and error. Cause like we was talking about before, people will eat till they like stuffed instead of eating till they satisfied. Mm-hmm. You know, and I feel like that's a big thing too. People just keep eating, or like when they feel some type of way, they'll go straight to eating. It's like, nah, you're killing yourself. Mm-hmm. If you eating too much throughout the day, you done ate 10 times today and you don't even realize it. Like that's why you picking up weight instead of really focusing on those times that you eat, and then between those times that you eat, having little snacks, having fruits and vegetables and things like that, you know? And even water, because a lot of people, even myself, I used to get confused, like the feeling of being hungry mixed up with the feeling of just being thirsty. True. That's why you're supposed to really just drink water before you even consume any type of food to make sure you're actually hungry. You dig what I'm saying? So if you eating to try to satisfy that thirst, your body is really dehydrated. True. That makes sense. Your body's just dehydrated. Because half the time you'll drink some water and almost feel full. Mm-hmm. And it's the reason you feel full is because your body just needed water, really didn't need the food, you know? Right. Or that Sprite, or that Pepsi, or whatever it is. Because all that shit got extra sugar in it. So that's just drying you out even more, make you even more thirsty. That's like drinking seawater. They tell you if you straight into the sea, don't drink seawater. It's only going to make you more thirsty. It's only going to make you more dehydrated. Same difference with Pepsi and all that. Like, yeah, you can drink it every once in a blue moon. I'm not saying that I don't drink. No, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that I drink water for the most part. Now I have juice every once in a blue moon, but water is my main choice.
Mm. And it's like the things that you put into your body, they're gonna try to find a way to come out. So that's where that bad skin come from, or that eczema, or
not even having energy.
True. You get out what you put in. You feel me? If you put in bullshit, some bullshit gonna come out.
Bullshit.
You know, one of the ways to tell if you eat bad is if your shit smell real bad.
Really?
Really. Because if you putting in shit, your shit gonna smell terrible.
True.
So that's one way to check and see if your eating habits are good or not. If you smell terrible when you take a shit.
True.
Like,
I guess I never thought about that neither.
that's one of the most simplest ways to see.
Because if you have like, yeah, I guess it is. Dang, I never thought about that.
I had it was this doctor, I ain't gonna say he was a doctor, but he was like a trainer from UK, like University of Kentucky. And he had said like your bowel movements, your shit, whatever you want to call it, is supposed to be like the consistency of peanut butter. So if your shit coming out green and whatever other color, yeah, it's something that's missing or something that's there. You feel me? Something's got to give. Mm. And what's crazy is my eating habits didn't really change until I found out about Dr. Sebi. That's when my eating habits really started to change.
I would say mine changed when I started seeing you. You know what I'm saying? When I started seeing you eating, no, I'm good. Started seeing you eat and do stuff healthy, I was like, it just rubbed off on me. It was just like, all right, yeah, you're right. I need to start watching what I eat. Or, all right, cool, watch what I put in my body, you know? Oh, this food not real, we ain't eating that no more. Like pork and even beef and stuff, like, nah.
Even pineapples. Oh.
What?
First time I had a real pineapple.
Oh, okay. I thought you were about to tell me it was bad. I was about to say, no! Damn! Not the pineapples, too. Hey, the real pineapple versus them little canned pineapples, them two different. The can is not even a pineapple. I don't even know what that's called. That's not even a pineapple. I'll never have a canned pineapple ever again in my life.
That was
ever.
Pine and tomato. That shit was.
Bro, that's the difference.
Night and day, fam.
Yeah, that's night and day. That's the difference between night and day. That's the only way I can put it. It's so much like sweeter and it's so, oh my goodness. No wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm. Don't eat canned pineapples. If you're gonna buy pineapples, buy the actual pineapple. Facts. I can't even see that far, so I'm sorry.
I couldn't either. I saw it.
We're recording, so I can't even see that far.
What up, whoever it is? I mean, but the whole reason I started Train Like Cain is because I just wanted to make a difference.
True.
You feel me? Not even just for myself, but I also wanted to equip others with that knowledge of it's a lot of other options out here other than all this mainstream shit that we come across. Or that's thrown on your timeline, even though you didn't even choose for it to be there.
Right.
You got sponsors and shit on your shit, and you don't even want it to be there. You feel me? So it's just like
that is a problem I have with other trainers. I feel like.
What's the problem?
They don't put the food aspect of it. They don't put like the mental aspect of it. They just put like the workout out. And it's like, no, it's more than that. You can work out all day and not see results, and you wonder why you don't see results. It's like, look at what you eat. Look at what you put in your body. Look at these fake things that you choose to supplement for food. Like, you know what I'm saying? People be pushing shakes and all that stuff. It's like, man, people push some stuff that they don't even use.
True.
It's like, why am I going to use it if you don't use it?
That's
like,
very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what is that about?
That's like trainers who not even in the shape that they trying to get you into. How?
No
How?
cap.
None whatsoever. That's a big fact, bro.
Big facts, bro. Why would you listen to somebody who not doing what they say? Even myself, like even, sorry to take away, but even in art, like if I tell you to do something, if I don't do it, don't listen to me. I'm telling you, don't listen to me.
You feel me? I'm gonna just give you my experience, and I'm just keep it all the way 100 with you. Even if I don't know, I'm gonna be like, I don't know, or I do my research, but I'm gonna come back to you with answers. You feel me? I'm not just going to be like, oh, try that. Like, nah.
You talking about try that?
Like, I don't know. But it's just like you said, a lot of people are followers, and I feel like a lot of the people who do personal training or they are trying to inspire other people, it's just like you said, like if you don't even do it, why are you listening to that person? Stop following. Start leading. Be the Pied Piper.
Yeah, alright.
No cap. What are you talking about? What?
How about the Pied Piper of R&B? Yeah, alright. You meant that too.
I mean, but
so, like, as far as Train Like Cain, what do you want people to get out of it?
what do I want people to get out of it? I want them to get more mobile. And just to know that there's other options out here other than lifting heavy weights. Because 9 times out of 10, your body weight is more than that weight you lifting anyway.
True.
So if you really just learn to move your own body weight, that'll be more effective than doing anything else.
True, like mastering your body weight. True.
Yeah. That's why calisthenics is just like so crazy, and these people are able to do all these crazy different things because they really move in weight. You feel me? You feel me?
Right.
They move in weight. You feel me? No. But yeah, that's why people are able to do all this crazy stuff. That's why I'm able to jump over myself, damn near. You feel me? Because I do body weight workouts.
I work out with myself technically, so you feel me? Yeah. I feel like, why don't people use more of their body weight? Like I said, men, like I said, the whole stigma of working out on men is kind of crazy because I even had that same thing, like just trying to put up as much weight as possible and just trying to be big, but it's like, first of all, you can't move that weight around, you know what I'm saying? And you feel heavy. It's like now, I'm telling you, I'm about just as strong as I was when I was lifting weights heavy, but it's just like, I don't lift weights anymore. I just move my body weight around. Like I could still throw up bench presses and stuff. I've done it recently, you know what I'm saying? So I know I can still do it.
Honestly, I feel like a lot of guys, not just guys, but people in general, don't necessarily like to do body weight because it's hard.
You think so?
It's a lot harder. You know how many people can bench 315 but can't do one pull up?
True. Yeah.
Like that shit's crazy.
Cause they trying to be big. Like I said, that goes back to being all big and stuff, and it's just like they want to be the biggest alpha male. It's like, nah, that don't have nothing to do with being an alpha male.
It don't. You gotta be mentally right to be alpha male too, to be 100 with you. Because if you don't know what you're doing, it's just like somebody gonna mentally take you over. You gonna lash out on some shit. That's where Roy raging come from, bro. When people be in there trying to show off and they get jealous of somebody else and shit, like, how the fuck can you do that but I can't?
Right. Worry about yourself.
Hey, save yourself.
No cap.
None.
You feel me? So
I don't know. You feel me? Drink water. You feel me? Fuel yourself with the right things. Food, water. People who are around you, if they not giving you those good vibes to keep you moving forward, or they trying to deter you away from it, or they ain't even on the same path as you, it's just like, why are you listening to them?
Man, surround yourself with people who you want to be like. That's what it comes down to too. Because like if you surround yourself with people who, not saying eating bad, but just don't move how you want to move, it's gonna be harder for you. But if you surround yourself with people that's working out, or surround yourself, or, you know what I'm saying, motivate them to even, now y'all going together, you know what I'm saying, having help, that helps big time, you know, that you're not doing it by yourself.
Accountability.
Yeah. Facts.
It's just like when we was in school, we used to work out 5 days a week.
Man, for real.
Monday through Friday. We
No
was
cap.
in the gym.
No cap.
Like it was like a religious thing almost.
Every day. People was expecting to see us. Like you knew where to find us at a certain time in the day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Like
every day, Monday through Friday. The weekends was a little different because it was college, but
that's right.
Monday through Friday we was in there. Unless we had a game or something, but other than that, we was in there.
And it was just like back then, it was even a lot of people who like, yeah, I see you grinding, bro. But it's just like, now that they see that I'm still doing this shit, they'll be like, you still doing this? Like, yeah, I'm still doing this.
Right.
It's not a fad. Like, this is what I do.
I hate that when people see me now, I be like, man, you smaller than you was. I be like, yeah, but y'all don't know I'm still fit. Like, I still do this. Don't get the shit twisted. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I'm not trying to be big. Like, that's not my goal no more. I feel like I only did that in college because I felt like a certain way about people saying, "Oh, small, all right, I'm gonna put on this weight." But then when you can't move the weight, or you just like stiff, it's just like you ain't doing nothing. You know, I feel like I might be faster now than I was in college. No cap, because I feel like I can move my body weight now.
Lighter on your feet.
Facts.
All that meat and shit will make you feel heavy.
Nah.
Yeah. Like when I used to eat beef, I would eat beef religiously, bro. Like I would walk in a room, smell beef, and be like, I gotta have some.
Like when you said to Steve, he talking about some, you don't eat vegetables?
Like, bro, I'm like, what is wrong with you, bro?
I swear to this day, that's the only reason I be eating so many vegetables. I make sure I got vegetables, because that man hit him with that. And I looked at Steve, I'm like, damn, where is the vegetables? Cause I mean, I forgot what he had, but it was just nothing but meats. And I'm like, yeah, he ain't got no
meats
vegetables.
and bread, bro.
That's all it was.
No wonder you stay clogging the toilets, bro. Like, come on with that shit, bro.
Shout out to my man, though. He
Oh yeah, guru for sure.
Oh, that's funny. And you know what's funny? He got vegetables on his kebabs, though. The hell of vegetables.
Hey.
Oh man, he funny. But yeah, I just, like you say, drink more water too.
Drink more water. Just take care of yourself. Do your research. Instead of watching TV, you feel me, or playing them video games, do some research. Take care of yourself. So that way you can even pass those habits on to people who coming after you, and just build that generational knowledge. You feel me? Just keep passing it along. Just like people want to build generational wealth, health is wealth. You dig what I'm saying? Pass that along.
Facts.
You feel me? Build your name up. Train like Cain.
But no, I'm telling you, if you don't train like Cain, you need to train like Cain, because it will change your life. I'm so serious. I'm not playing. It will.
And I didn't tell him to say that.
And he didn't. Okay. I be in the Fit Factory religiously, don't I?
Even when he ain't working out. He in there motivating other people.
Facts.
You dig
It's a
what I'm saying?
mindset. It really is.
It's just like, if you don't have a certain mindset, you can't live that certain lifestyle that you want. So if you're not satisfied with that lifestyle that you have, you need to change your mindset. And that's just another fact. We dropping on gems tonight. You dig what I'm saying?
You take it into account or not, that's on you. But yeah, life ain't going how you want it to. Change your mindset.
And if you take it personal, then that means you might be one of them people. It's hard to tell you, but not really. So, you know.
So how can they do better about eating habits, and how can they do better about working out? What is an like alternative, I guess? I don't know what I'm trying to, I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know what I'm trying to say in a sense.
An alternative?
Like not an alternative, but how can they go about eating healthier? How can they get started, basically? Like, what can they do to start today if they wanted to start today?
Me, honestly, I looked up the alkaline food diet.
Okay.
Like, I just looked up healthier options. Like I said, when Dr. Sebi, like, I started watching his documentary, that really put me on.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? That alkaline food diet, it gives you all the pH levels, so all the foods that you should be eating, shouldn't be eating. It gives you the pH levels that your body needs on a regular basis.
Sure.
And then it gives you a bunch of different foods that's good for you, and then a bunch of foods that you should not be eating or not consuming on a regular basis.
You know what I heard one time that is very true? You can't give a polar bear a brown bear's diet. That's like real.
That's like a cat eating dog food. Your
Right.
cat gonna start barking and shit. You ain't never heard a cat bark before?
No, I've never. You know what's crazy though? My friend had a dog, or a cat that fetched and like to be treated as a dog. It was very weird. I'm not gonna stunt you. That was very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you can't feed a polar bear a brown bear's diet.
No.
So you got to know what's best for your body. You got to know what's meant for your body. You know, like that. Like you said, the alkaline diet and just knowing all that stuff.
I feel like we're not taught that for a reason.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, they want us, I don't know who they is. You may know who they is. But we're fed all these different foods that we're not supposed to be consuming to make us a certain weight. You get me? And it's like, when you go against that, people look at you like, you do that? Or you must be crazy. Like, am I crazy or are you crazy?
True. Like, you need to put some meat on your bone. No, you need to take some meat off your bone.
Take some meat off that plate you eat.
For real. Watch what you eat.
Throw some more veggies on there. Throw some green on there.
And you watch the portions.
Portion
at the
size.
same time.
You can even look up a chart that gives you all the different portion sizes. Google it.
Yeah, use the internet. I don't know why people don't use the internet. The internet is here to make stuff 50-50. I always said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can learn all of this stuff on the internet. You can't say you don't know something. All you gotta do is go look it up. I don't get that.
Ask Siri.
She'll tell you
Everything. She's a genius.
And if you don't got an iPhone, ask whoever you gotta ask on your phone. But ask somebody.
Mm-hmm. Shit, ask me. TrainLikeCainFitness.com. Ask me any tips, anything I can give you, any research I can do. I got meal plans, workout plans that you can do at home.
At home. Like, you don't even have to. That's the thing, like, I think people don't realize. You don't even have to go to the gym. You can do all this from home. That's one thing I like Train Like Cain too. You can be anywhere and do this. I don't have to be. I don't even have a Planet Fitness membership no more because I don't need it. I know I can do a Train Like Cain session anywhere.
In your office? Your
anywhere.
bedroom.
I can get a full body workout at the crib.
If you're a midget, you could be in the car. A little person, whatever y'all want to call them off that.
Oh. No.
Hey man, I'm keeping it real out here, man. That's just what it is.
But yeah, that's like I said, that's one of the beautiful things I like about Train Like Cain. You could be anywhere. I was working out with your videos at the crib. I asked moms, like, you know what I'm saying? She be working out at with your videos. Like, you don't have to be at a gym surrounded by people. Like, nah, you can be in the comfort of your own home.
Right.
Keep track of yourself. Just hold yourself accountable.
And even in the gym, I feel like if them people are judging you, they only judging you because they self-conscious about themselves. And it's just like everybody is so self-conscious about something that they feel like other people are judging them because they're subconsciously judging other people. It's just like, worry about you.
True. Yeah. Ooh. Hey, gyms. My man over here dropping gems on y'all.
Worry about you.
Worry about yourself.
Because only you gonna take care of you.
Yeah, people competing with the next person. Like, what you competing with them for? I used to hate that when I used to go to the gym and people just come up next to you doing workouts or doing the same workout. You'd be like, if you don't get your ass on somewhere, like, right. Why are you competing? Like, ain't no competition. I'm just trying to be a better self. Like, that's all I'm worried about. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people say that. Even like at the Fit Factory, if I hear that, like, oh yeah, you trying to do the most or you doing it. Like, nah, I'm in competition with myself. I don't even see what you're doing. I'm not even worried about you. I'm not trying to keep up with you. I'm not worried about none of that. I'm focused on myself. I'm trying to become a better self. And once I do that, I'm in competition with myself. That's it.
Yeah. When you compete with yourself, you're competing with the Most High at that point. If you're trying to compete with somebody else, you on their level.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
I mean, these is facts, bro.
Hey, these is gems, though.
These is facts, man.
These is gems. But, hey, I hope they take it into account, man. I hope they start living these things.
I hope they do, too, because I live it every day. Man. And for some reason, I feel like I get judged whether I'm doing something that people think is extravagant, or if I'm doing something that people just, oh, I can't do that. How you doing that?
Right.
Like, motherfucker, because I do this every day. Not even every day. I don't do everything every day. I don't work out 7 days a week. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm on track with everything. I keep everything fluid.
Right. And even though I'm not like as into working out, I still work out. You know what I'm saying? I still work out 4 days a week. And it's, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to fit it into my schedule. I'm not going to make no excuses. And other people too. It's other people that come to the Fit Factories and work out religiously. And they got other stuff. They got kids. They got all these different things. It's like, nah, they not making excuses. They gonna put the time in regardless, and they going to make sure it happens. Because I'm telling you, there's some people that's been seeing some results at the Fit Factory.
Man.
Shorty
tonight was like, I left church early to get here. I was like, hey, man.
That's on you.
The Lord got you on the right path.
You talking about the Lord got you on the right path. Nah, no cap.
I mean, but even like they were saying tonight at the Fit Factory, it's all a mindset. You got to have a mindset of eating and working out. Or even like she said, do them separately until you get one down. You feel me? And then incorporate the other later. But as long as you have a plan, you feel me? Just follow it, stick with it, be consistent. That's all it is. It's not about cutting certain things completely out. The only thing I really completely cut out is pork. And that wasn't even like intentional. I just know it's not good.
Yeah, true. I don't really eat pork no more. I ain't gonna say I don't eat it no more because I had it like once, but it was just on some random. Like it wasn't on no. Like I haven't eaten pork before that for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on eating it like that anyway. I just had some Cuban food. I didn't know what I was ordering, and so I had some pork, and I was like, all right, whatever. But it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't like, oh yeah, we eating this, we eating hot dogs, we eating like, nah, cuz.
Don't get me wrong. If I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. I ain't playing all that. Oh, I can't have that. Like no.
Nah, facts.
What's that? Let me get a bite. Fuck you talking about? You feel me? You said you got bacon? Let me get a piece. I don't.
Right.
Like I don't be stressing over that. Like,
yeah. I feel like that's why people like get off track too. Like they be stressing and stuff like that. And we was talking about meal prepping. Like I don't know. I feel some type of way about meal prepping.
Why is that? Like how do you feel about it?
Cause people be trying to meal prep for like the whole week. So like they'll cook for the whole week, and like by that 5th, 6th day, it's like, bro, that food you eating low key old. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You talking about low key old?
Like, I like fresh food, you know. So that's why I feel like I be cooking every day, cause I like my food fresh. Like I don't want it to be sitting like for 10 days. I mean, it ain't bad if it do. I'll still eat it, but I would prefer to have fresh food.
Right, or like I'll make my meat or whatever I'm using as my protein source for like X amount of days,
Right,
and then just add other stuff with it.
Yeah, you do that all the time.
All the time. Facts. That's the easiest way to meal prep for me. Is to have the bulk of something done, then just add everything else with it.
Right.
They ain't gotta be all complicated. Trying to cook for a week and 2 weeks in advance, like it's not that deep. Unless you got obligations, or if you got kids, shit, let the kids help you make it. You feel me? Incorporate them into it. That's how you get them involved in that lifestyle early.
True. Yeah.
You feel me? Don't make excuses. Make it happen.
Yeah, make sure your kids eating right too.
Because they gonna grow up with the same habits that you have.
Oh.
So.
Thanks.
Anything else you got to say, man?
Not that I could think of. We'll probably think of something afterwards. Like,
Oh, right.
damn,
I should have said that.
that.
Anybody on this live got any questions? They probably do. Just can't
Probably
see.
like one person. Let me see. There's one person on here.
Oh yeah, what up?
Yeah. So yeah, what's up? OMG, that's the only way to eat pineapple. Shake my head. Oh yeah, the pineapple joint. Yeah, that joint. Eat real fruits. Eat fruits. People don't eat fruits either. Eat fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, people rather go to McDonald's and get an ice cream and fulfill their sweet tooth. Like, nah, you can get all the sugar you need out of natural fruits. You know what I mean? And them fruits, you gonna get more of that in abundance than you would going and buying a $2 and $3 shake. You feel me? Because that fruit gonna last you.
True.
I mean, you can just freeze it to make it last longer. You feel me? Instead of putting that milkshake in the fridge and saving it for later, and only getting 2 servings out of that, put your fruit in the freezer. You Gucci.
True. You can even make fruit smoothies.
I've been saying I was gonna buy a blender for the longest.
Bleh.
Bleep, bleep. Sound like Elmer Fudd.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you did say that too.
Say what?
Buy a blender. I almost said it wrong. I almost had trouble saying it too. I was buy a blender.
Rub it off.
A blender. Blender. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's always a way around stuff. You know. I feel like people just want it easy. Like life is not easy.
Life is not easy. Nothing's easy. It's all about what you want to do. So just how like you said, Shorty told you, you make time for what you actually want to do.
Yeah, I hate that. That's facts though. You make time for what you want to make time for.
It's true.
Cause you talk about you ain't got time to do this and do that, but you got time for watching TV or watching this or doing that or chilling around on your phone.
I can't even remember the last time I actually watched TV. Like just sat down and watched a show for 30 minutes.
I just watch YouTube. I watch interviews. I watch stuff that's gonna benefit me.
True. Is it expensive to eat healthy?
Is it expensive?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. I feel like it. Nah.
So what do you eat that
No.
is not expensive?
Everything. Vegetables ain't expensive. You'll spend more money on like fast food than you will like on real food.
True.
I didn't even know that until I started doing it. And I seen how cheap stuff was. I'm like, oh. Like when you put your total, like you can spend $20 at the grocery store for a week worth of food. No cap.
True.
Buying apples, buying vegetables, buying potatoes, you know. I found out my favorite food was fries. I like French fries, and I don't gotta give up French fries. I can just bake them, you know. Use real potatoes, like using real ingredients helps, you know.
The wedges.
Oh, Lord have mercy. We just had some a minute ago too, man. But yeah, just real food really don't cost that much. It's just people say it does, or like they try to do too much with it, and it's like, nah, you ain't got to do all that.
I feel like that's generational, but at the same time, people still giving themselves excuses not to make time for it.
Right. I feel like the good food that's expensive is if you eating out somewhere. Like if you're going to get a salad from somewhere, you're going to eat somewhere, like yeah, it's gonna be more expensive. But if you make it yourself, if you really buy the ingredients, you'll really find out that it's really not like that.
True. Yeah. One of my favorite foods though is expensive. Almonds, $10 a bag. Kroger, y'all need to cut it down just a little bit.
Probably because they, like, I don't know, they real.
Bro, the other day I dropped like a third of the bag on the floor. I was hurt. My insides got hot, bro. I was mad.
I still can't buy no almonds for that price though. That's why I need the bag so I can just buy stuff without thinking about it. Cause $10, if y'all saw this bag of almonds for $10, you'll be like, nah.
I mean, but that bag will last you though. That bag will low key last you.
Nah, I smacked them drinks in 2 days. Cause I ain't gonna lie, them ones was fire though. I ain't know almonds was fire like that.
That's when you just add fruit with them though.
Oh, facts. Oh, true. Dang. You know what's funny? I swear I don't be thinking about stuff until you say stuff. I swear I don't.
For real?
Like, I used to eat oatmeal, just eat oatmeal plain. And then I was like, well, why don't I just throw some fruit in here? I just see you throwing fruit and stuff. I'm like, yeah. I started throwing apples in my oatmeal. I'm like, oh, this shit crazy. I'm like, dang, the apples. I told Alex, I'm like, you gotta throw some apples in your, or some fruit, you know what I'm saying, in your oatmeal. I never really did stuff like that. Or just, like you say, mixing stuff together.
Well, I'll mix something in a heartbeat.
He be making like peanut butter, well, basically peanut butter and jelly sandwiches without the jelly. But he'll substitute them for like real fruit.
Real fruit. Them
so
pineapples.
I done seen this man make a peanut butter and pineapple sandwich, peanut butter and strawberry sandwiches, like real strawberries with the peanut butter on bread. Like I've seen it.
Blueberries, bananas.
Yeah, that's using real fruit.
That shit.
I never thought about that either. You know, just using real things on things. I don't know. I just never thought about that.
You know what made me do it? I was like, I ain't even got no more jelly. But I got this fruit right here, though. It's the same thing. Let me try this.
Sure. It is.
It's just like we're working out. Like, I don't be scared to try certain shit. So it's just like, I take that same perspective into my eating habits. Like, I try something quick.
Yeah, how you know if you don't like it if you don't try it?
How you know you can't do it if you don't try it?
A habit is forced, I think 21 days of doing something consecutively makes it a habit. Eat right for 21 days, see how you feel. I guarantee you'll feel better.
You'll probably look better too.
Boy, younger.
True. Hey, them testimonies, trainlikecainfitness.com. Check them testimonies. I'm telling you, man.
My kid.
Life changes out here. Lifestyle changes. Physical changes, all of that.
Mental, you'll start to feel better about yourself. Look good, feel better.
Well, that's all I got to say. I just had a lot on my mind today that I really needed some of you folks to hear.
Yeah, true. Hey, man.
And
Forever.
For y'all who tuned in, Train Like Cain Forever, we appreciate y'all.
You know, 43vxr.com. You know what it is. Go check it out.
You want to take him out or you want?
Nah, hit him with the bottle.
Hit him with the bottle.